One thing I can tell you about the Yoruba people is that they love life and they like spicy things. Yes, it has to be hot. They also like protein, a variety of protein in their food. Welcome to Ini's Kitchen. In this series, I'll be taking you on Nigerian food and culture, and we'll be exploring different tribes and the food that they have in that tribe, the food that they have in that region. Today, we are focused on the southwestern region of Nigeria, and the tribe is called the Yoruba Tribe, the Yoruba people. Like I said earlier on in this video, we're focusing on the Yoruba people, and we have 6 major states in the southwestern part of Nigeria: Oyo, Ekiti, Osun, Ogun State, Lagos State, Ondo State. They have their individual differences, but they also have general foods in this area. We're in for a treat today. Like I said at the start of this video, Yoruba people can be very fiery, can be very party. They like to display their culture, they like to show off their wealth. Who has money pass. When you go to a Yoruba party, you see there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of happy attitude, there's a lot of color, there's a lot of display of wealth. There's a display of their personality, and it also reflects in their food. One thing I can promise you about Yoruba food is that you will not lack protein in that food. And when we talk about protein, we are talking about different varieties of meat. Yes, they like assorted in their food. So today, let's get into these foods. We'll go into the general ones, and then we'll talk about some of them that are from individual states. The first one is iyan and Egusi. This is really popular in the Yoruba tribe, but there is one particular tribe that carry first when it comes to iyan and Egusi, and of course it's our Ekiti people. It is said that in Ekiti state, they sometimes eat, in some homes they eat it morning, afternoon and night, and they don't use that your pando machine. They like to pound it with their hands, and they are really good with this staple. So this is one of the popular Yoruba foods. The next one is called Dodo Ikire. So now this is from a popular town in Osun State called Ikire. It's actually overripe plantain, deep fried in palm oil with pepper and salt. It's prepared with pepper and salt and then deep fried in palm oil. It's really sweet, and it's particular to Osun State people, but you can find it anywhere in the southwest part of Nigeria. It's a very sweet delicacy. It's like a treat, and it's often sold by all the street hawkers. The next thing we are looking at is Eforiro. This is a spinach based vegetable sauce, and of course you can see all the garnishes. Like I said, our Yoruba people don't play when it comes to their meat and assorted, but this is a really good healthy meal. You can use it with rice, you can eat it with swallow. Please take note of these meals. Don't say you don't know what to cook. You can borrow ideas from these foods. The next one is Ofada rice and stew. So Ofada rice got its name from a popular town in Ogun State, and the same thing with the stew. It is really hot. See, if you can't stand the heat, don't even go for Ofada, but you enjoy it. It has plantain, eggs, different sorts of assorted meat in it, and you can make it with either Ofada rice or normal rice. The next one we have is Ayama say, or designer stew. It is the sister to Ofada stew. It's just that this one is made with green peppers and chilies, and that's why we have this dark color. The next one we have is Amala. You can't talk about southwestern food without talking about Amala, and Yoruba people are passionate about Amala. Any Amala seller or Amala joint that does it well is usually very popular, whether it's in Lagos or in Ibadan. They'll be singing their praises. In fact, people will visit from far and wide. Yoruba people are really passionate about Amala. It is made from yam flour. So yam is sliced, peeled, sliced and dried and pounded into or grounded into flour. This one is called lafun. You can see it has a whiter look. It's the same texture, but this one is made from cassava flour is just the same thing as amala, just that it's made from cassava flour. It's called lafun. Let's look at our very next Yoruba food. So the next Yoruba food is called obe ata dindin. You know, I've said it from the beginning of this video that our Yoruba people don't play with their pepper. It's the same thing. This is a special stew made with tomatoes, but more of peppers, and of course there's an assorted of variety of meat, fish, egg, you know, whatever it is they want to put. More. This stew is always really hot, very fiery, and it can also be known as buka stew, especially if you live in Lagos, Nigeria. When you hear buka stew, that's what we call obe ata dindin. That is the soup of pepper. Yes. The next one is moi moi. Moi moi also originated from the southwestern part of Nigeria. It is more like a beans pudding. They make beans and they soak it, peel it, grind it, and make it into this delicious delicacy. Our next food on the list is asaro, also known as yam porridge, but in the southwestern part of Nigeria they call it asaro. It's eaten all over the country, but Yoruba people also have a way that they make their own yam porridge, so it's called asaro, and it's one of the foods that they eat in southwestern Nigeria. The next one is eko. Eko is more like pap, like, you know, made from corn, but wrapped in leaves until it becomes this gel-like or jello-like pudding. You can use it to eat pepper soup. You can use it to eat your soup. It's really good for people who are trying to lose weight or who want to avoid heavy swallow, or maybe they are diabetic and, you know, because of glucose intolerance and the rest. So eko is really a very good option. You can take it with pepper soup and other things. The next one is ikokore. I hope I'm getting that right. So ikokore is like water yam porridge, and it is from the Yoruba Tribe of Ogun State, and is also known as Eforiro. So correct me if any of my pronunciations are wrong, our Yoruba people. Of course, it will be garnished with omo, meat, dried fish, you know, and a whole lot. Our next one is a staple in the southern western part of Nigeria. It's called ewa agoyin. Ewa means beans, and agoyin is actually a tribe in Benin Republic. So now this food is prepared by women from Benin or Togo that migrated to Nigeria, and it has become so popular that it is now known as the southwestern food, even though it did not originate from Nigeria, or it did not originate from the southwestern part of Nigeria. The next one we have is Akara. Akara originated from southwestern part of Nigeria, and it's also a popular food in their tradition. They make it for burials and for some other significant occasions. Apart from the fact that it's a breakfast staple in Nigeria, Akara is part of Yoruba culture. Let's move on to our next agenda. Please subscribe. Please share this video. If you've learned something or you've enjoyed this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Engage with us. Is there anything we missed out? You know, drop it in the comment section. We'd like to hear from you. Thank you and bye.